For the past decade, the Irish have had their fair share of issues with teams from the so-called Group of Five. And today, they meet their cream of the crop, a playoff team from a year ago who sees this as nothing more than a golden opportunity. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
To the ground with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the run, it's Sherrod. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. He's got him in the flat.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carr. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Madsen. Flips it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the ground. He's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. On the option. Quick toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They boot it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. On the move, it's Sherrod. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Madsen. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
right back to the well. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st down.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Sherrod. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sherrod. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Madsen. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
Touchdown, Boise State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll sneak it. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Love. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulls and fires complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Gets it out quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Got it behind the line. It's locked. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Gonna run it. It's Sherrod. Turning it on. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Right down the middle. He's got the tight end.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And option football is so hard to defend. It basically becomes assignment football. It's almost like basketball where you say, I got him, you got him. Defensive ends a lot of times have to play the quarterback. And once the quarterback pitches it, a lot of times it's the alley defender next who has to come up and make those plays. Those options really stress defenses.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Finishes the run with the slide.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Pulls it in. It's Pauling. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run, finding open areas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Makes it past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. That's caught. It's Pauly. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the run, it's Love. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Power football with the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Carr. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the 2nd half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Looking for space. It's Sherrod. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Love. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. And his throw is incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got a little space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, Irish! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, you know, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive, and what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Right on the money. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's caught, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.